We welcome you to Arlington for this Blanchard Valley Health Systems Pigskin preview. We're with the Red Devils, made it to the playoffs a season ago, finishing the year at 7-4. Head coach Dick Leonard is sitting directly to my right, and down on the end is Andrew Hunter, the quarterback and defensive back. Coach, seemed like good numbers. The big guys during the break were sitting outside having a little camp, and then some of the other guys were in the locker room. Good numbers for you this year.
Right. Those big guys, they don't like the heat in the locker room. They like to stay outside, and kind of the smell of them, we kind of like to have them outside too.
So it works out for both.
Out great, yep.
Andrew, how's the summer gone for the Arlington Red Devil program?
It's gone pretty well. We're working hard. We're improving, trying to get those younger guys involved, trying to get them in the program. Our seniors are doing a good job taking them under their wing. We're just all in it together.
Coach, a veteran bunch, would you say, overall? Quite a bit of playing time coming back?
We've got decent experience coming back. Obviously we have some question marks on some key positions,
sure,
like you do every year through graduation, but all in all, I think we have some decent experience coming back at some decent spots, so happy with who we have coming back, yep.
Coach, it seems as if Arlington's kind of firmly planted themselves in the upper echelon of the BVC. You look back to last year, had 4 losses, all the teams that made it to the playoffs, including 2 to Macomb. You have to be happy with where you have this program situated right now.
I'm not sure we'd say real happy. We'd like to get on the top of the echelon. But yes, absolutely. The tradition of trying to get into the playoffs every year, having successful seasons is something that we expect. It's something that we desire. It's something that we work very hard to achieve. But we'd like to kick it up a notch and get it to the next level too.
Coach, obviously losing twice to Macomb, not something that you wanted last year, but
no.
The steps you took, the way you played that playoff game has to give you hope for this season that you guys are improving and have a chance this year.
We after the playoff game, we talked about it a lot with a lot of our underclassmen. Obviously our seniors were part of that too, and they were a huge part of that game. And we were happy with the effort. We were happy with some of the things. We were not real happy with the result.
Yeah.
But we were healthy that game, and that made a big difference too. We had some starters that came back. We had people that were dinged up, feeling better about themselves physically, and that helps. Having a healthy team to play a very good Macomb team does help you to compete with that a little bit better.
Yeah.
So,
Andrew, what did you learn from last year that's going to help you now as a senior?
I don't know. Just there's a few things that we can pick up here and there. Different, like on field, running most of the same plays. You can kind of put together what you're reading on each play and probably just motivate everyone, keep everyone on the positive side. We just got to bring it every play. We can't take plays off. We got to be. We can't tear each other down. We have to be positive. So.
You got a big, strong line in front of you. Some of the big guys standing over here to our right. How comfortable does that make you as the signal caller?
Well, most of them are back from last year, which is kind of nice for me. They're all pretty big, you're right. It's just nice knowing that they have my back, and you don't really have to think about pressure a whole lot, but depends on who. Maybe there's some good linemen, but our linemen should be pretty good. So,
Coach Leonard, week 1, you take on Riverdale, rivalry that goes back to the 1970s. Week 1, it's a good matchup. Talk a little about that game you're looking forward to.
We always like to. I mean, that's one of our goals. We need to beat Riverdale. Obviously, with that being in the past our only non-league game, that's a critical game in terms of playoff implications. And we don't always get that with a lot of other schools. They're week 1. That's huge for people in the BVC with the fewer amount of non-league games, but. We're going to prepare our tails off for that game, and we kind of like to get started on the right track. And Riverdale's always a very well-coached team, and they always have pretty good athletes. We seem to try to work the nerves out of things, with some younger players or inexperienced players coming. So that's always a very pivotal, critical game for us.
Coach, you mentioned in the past, normally one non-league game. Obviously this year a little bit different.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
As the football coach, what do you think of the job the athletic director did of bringing in Liberty Center?
Yeah, we were very fortunate to get that game week 7 for us. It's a very quality program, a lot of tradition there at Liberty Center, and they're a big physical team as well. And we're happy that we're not having to travel to a different state or something like that, and book hotel rooms for that game. But it just fell in line, and we're very fortunate to have had that pickup as early as we did, and so we're really excited about that game, Week 7.
From a playoff points perspective, that could go a long way for either team.
Exactly.
Especially for you guys dropping down to Division 7.
Right. I think they're Division 5. We're hoping that if they would happen to beat us, that we would provide them with a few points, and we're hoping that if we can beat them, they'll provide us with some pretty good points. So we're kind of excited about that one. Mm-hmm.
Andrew, how much is getting back to the postseason a goal for this year's team?
From last year, all of us, we enjoyed the experience going to playoffs and playing Macomb a second time. I know I'm speaking on behalf of these seniors we all want to get back to the playoffs. We all have a goal that we want to get to the playoffs, and we've had a lot of one-and-dones, so we're trying to get past that first round and see if we can get into the later rounds.
Coach, is that kind of a mantra for the team? Obviously, you want to make the playoffs first, but to get to that second playoff game again.
Absolutely. And we talked exactly to reiterate what Andrew says. The one and done. We want to be done with the one and done. We'd like to kick it up to the next level, compete for week 12 and beyond if we can. But there's a lot of things that have to happen between now and then. And one of the biggest things is something that you don't have a great deal of control over is just the injury situation. And small schools and even large schools, the injury situation, if you even look at a Division I school, they lose the one key player, that can affect their game as well, or their season as well. So if we can avoid that injury bug and keep people healthy, that goes a long way as you get deeper into your season for success. So,
Arlington Red Devils hoping to stay healthy and make it a dozen games this upcoming football season. Need to take a timeout in this Blanchard Valley Health System Arlington football preview. When we come back, more from the Red Devils on WOSN.
We are at Doc Castor Field, 175 wins, 32 losses, and 12 ties from 33 to 61 under Coach Castor. 9 unbeaten seasons, 13 championships. We're joined by Michael Blunk and Matt Inninger on this Blanchard Valley Health Systems Pigskin Preview. Michael, plenty of history here at Arlington, playoff history of late, those great championships way back in the day. Just what's it mean to be a senior in this program?
It means a lot. We worked our way up 4 years now, and it's nice being at the top. And I mean, you still got to think you got to be leaders now to the young guys, help them out. You got to show them and do what you do, but you also got to carry that on the field as well.
Matt, you're also one of the members of that offensive line. Does it feel like you're a senior, or do you still feel like you got a couple more years left?
Well, it does feel like I'm a senior, but I'm blessed that there are a lot of good young guys on the line. We've got a lot of good young juniors, and they're good leaders too, and that's really nice.
So a good mix of veterans and the young guys. How would you say the line's coming along, Matt?
We do have a lot of people back, so we do have young guys that are they returned from last year. Mm-hmm. So we're improving and getting better, working hard. So far so good.
Michael, describe the skill players you've got on the team this year.
We got some guys back from last year. We lost a couple, obviously. So far this summer they've worked pretty hard. I like what I see. We just they can carry that over throughout the season and try and not have any bumps in the roads. That'd be great. But so far looking pretty good. I like what I see.
Michael, with Andrew back at quarterback, does he have more of a command of the huddle, would you say, here as a senior?
Yeah. Last year coming in about halfway through the season he went to quarterback, but now he's kind of calmed down and knows what to expect.
Yeah.
And I'd say he's one of the top dogs in the huddle now.
Matt, we know you guys are looking forward to that Week 1 matchup with Riverdale. Looking at the rest of the schedule, what games stand out that you're looking forward to the most?
The big games, Lipsick, Macomb, Liberty Benton, the ones that we lost to last year. It's always good. We got to get back and show them we can do. I'm looking forward to playing Liberty Center. It should be fun. They're a big school. They're a good school. It'll be fun to play.
And that Week 4 matchup with Lipsick, along with the Week 6 matchup with Macomb, 2 games from Arlington, you'll be able to see on WOSN.
Matt, when the whole hard Northern situation evolved and you heard that they lost, and the Liberty Center thing came up pretty quickly. What was the talk amongst the players when that started to materialize?
We're all excited. We know the history of Liberty Center. We know they're a good team, and we like to play good teams here. That's what we do. So we're all looking forward to it. It should be fun.
All right, thank you very much, Matt Iniger and Michael Blanc. We need to take a break on the Blanchard Valley Health System Arlington Football Preview Show. When we come back, we'll wrap things up with 2 more Red Devils here at Doc Astor Field on WOSN.
Third and final round with the Arlington Red Devils on this Blanchard Valley Health System's Pigskin Preview. Arlington football program got its 500th win October of 2000. Ryan McDowd joins me, as does Josh Elledge. Ryan, let's start with you. How have 2 days gone? You guys getting into pretty good shape here?
2 days have gone pretty well. We've done a lot of running and been pretty challenging so far.
Enjoying the breaks.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Josh, earlier we talked a couple of the offensive linemen. They talked about the skill guys. Now it's your turn to talk about the line. What do you like about this line coming back?
I think we got a lot of experienced guys. I think we've been working hard a lot this summer, and I think we can be pretty good up there.
How about stepping into that running back role? How are you feeling transitioning there?
I've played there a little bit the past couple of years. Freshman year I did, and then I kind of skipped away from it. Now I'm back to where I am now, and I know it pretty well, so I'm feeling pretty confident.
Ryan, let's switch to the defensive side of things. What can we expect out of this Red Devil defense?
We have a lot of returning starters, and this should be pretty good.
What are some of the things you guys need to figure out these next 3-4 weeks before you start with Riverdale?
I think we need to have a little more trust in each other, work on just knowing that the other one's going to be there. You don't have to worry about the other person doing his job.
So we're going to have a guy stand behind you, and you just fall back.
Ooh,
and you got to trust him.
I can trust him.
Okay.
Josh, what do you feel most comfortable, most confident about with this Red Devil team going in this year?
I like our experience a lot, but we're kind of inexperienced, and we need to start working. We need to keep working hard, and I think we're having a good summer, so I think we can be pretty good this season, hopefully.
At this point, what would you say the strength of Arlington's team is right now, Josh? Can you pick one particular part out?
I would say probably our running, because it's been our strength for however many years, and we've been working on that a lot. So,
Ryan, that playoff loss to Macomb, what type of motivation do you guys get from that? Did that leave a bitter taste in your guys' mouth last year?
It was a little bitter. It just drove us to see that's how hard we have to play every game. We can't take games off because we're tired or it's just so many weeks in a row. We got to come to play every game.
Ryan, as a wide receiver in a running-based offense, what's your role as you step on the field offensively? How do you take that on?
I go out there and try hard every down, and I go out there and block for him.
You're ready to block, aren't you?
Yep.
Finally, Josh, what game are you most looking forward to this year?
Probably, I don't know, either Riverdale or maybe Macomb, because I would like to get back at them, but also they're a really good team, and I just like playing them because we've played them a lot. I played them the last 4 years, and they always put up a good fight, and it's always a good game between us usually.
In a few weeks, the Arlington Red Devils will make that trip east to Riverdale, take on the Falcons in Mount Blanchard. Home opener comes week 2 against Arcadia. I'd like to thank all of our guests today on the Blanchard Valley Health System Arlington season preview show. Alongside Andy Lynch, I'm Mark Kunz. We'll see you next time on WOSN.